Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Lotus Spirit Tarot. My name is Shannon Colleen, and this is going to be your monthly reading for October of 2022. Before we get started, I kindly ask of you, as I fix the camera, to hit that like button, share, subscribe. It is how we survive here, and it's how we get the messages out. It doesn't cost you a thing. So, Sagittarius, let's get your overall energy. Bear with me. I just want to move these cards out of the way here. There we go. That feels better. All right, Sagittarius. Divine Source Creator, what is the overall energy for Sagittarius for October of 2022? Show us clearly for October of 2022. What is the overall energy, please, for Sagittarius? I love when they pop up and they almost hit me in the face. Oh, Sagittarius, you have harmony. As I create, I will share harmony divine with love and care. I feel like you are coming to terms with something this month, whether that be, for some of you, yeah, it's going to be a breakup. For others of you, it's going to be some sort of leaving a situation. It doesn't have to be romantic. Some of you, it's very good. It's like you're moving, right? I'm moving, but you're a little sad, right? You're a little sad that you have to move. You're going to miss people that you'd normally see every day. Some of you, this is a job you're leaving. You really like your coworkers, but there's a new opportunity that you're going for. But I do feel overall here, Sagittarius, you're in harmony with yourself right now. You know you're making good decisions. You are bringing things together. See how she's stirring this pot, like making a soup. Like you're bringing all the right things into your life right now. You're feeling very at peace in October. And I think it's because you know you're creating something better for yourself. Whether that is like attracting new loving or a new career, right? A new job. I feel like you're going to have some big changes by the end of the month because that stew is going to come together, right? It's going to marry all those flavors together. You're speaking, because we have this blue here, so it's talking to me about the throat chakra. I feel like you're speaking in a nicer tone to yourself, right? Because we always say, be careful how you tell yourself stories. How you speak to yourself. I feel like you're gentler and kinder with yourself. You may be taking some time out for yourself too. Meaning a little bit, I wouldn't be surprised if like the Hermit came out. Taking some time for you. Because they keep picturing like, maybe a little rainstorm and you're sitting there reading one of your favorite books or a new book, right? There's just a sense of peace here around October. So it's not that you're not working or doing things, but I think you're kind of figuring out that things that you desire aren't as hard to get as you would imagine, right? I feel like you're coming into some truths here. So let's see what we have in tarot, angels, guides, ancestors for Sagittarius. Because Sagittarius, you're very spontaneous. I love that about you, But I feel like this month you're like, I'm going to take some time for me. Right? I just feel that cozy kind of, it's not that I don't like people, but I just kind of want to be alone, right? kind of energy. And I think that's great. Show me clearly, please. Angels, guides, ancestors. Taking your time with things, letting them come together in their natural way. So let's see what we have. Show me clearly. Thank you. All right. Yeah, look at that. Ace of Scepters, because something new is coming. That's the Ace of Wands. That's really beautiful because the Ace of Wands is inspiration. It's like you're letting something brew because you know something new is coming in. Right, Sagittarius? You know something new is coming in, whether that be love or what have you. It's going to be different for all of you. But it's being handed to you, right? It's like you're doing this magical work here very slowly, carefully, peacefully, and then here comes the universe and says, here, we've got this for you. And you're like, oh, thank you. I've been waiting. Right? I've been waiting. Thank you. And whatever this is, this new opportunity that comes in, you're very inspired by it. Whether that's a person, right? We get inspired by people that come into our lives, whether that is a new career or a new job or starting your own business. You're very inspired by it. I feel like Sagittarius, what they're trying to tell you is that go ahead and start putting all the food into that pot, right? Make sure you're, feeding your soul here. Because come the end of October into November, things are going to speed up. It's going to need action, right? So it's like you're hibernating in a sense, right? Like a bear, right? Saving your energy, because once you wake up, boom, it's time to go, right? So I love that. Show me clearly for Sag. Thank you. Yep. Okay, so you've got the 9 of Knives, but it came out in reverse. I love that. So the 9 of Knives is self-imposed anxiety, worrying for nothing, and I feel like you're dropping that. 555 on the timer. Nice. Look up that angel number. 5s are about change. It's like you're changing your mind. And you're like, it's not as hard to get what I want. I don't know why I was making it so hard, right? But you're not beating yourself up over it. You're just like a new perspective on things. And sometimes we've got to step back into that peaceful state and kind of live in the moment. You're living in the moment, right? Worrying about the future doesn't help. Worry doesn't help at all. And I know we all worry. I worry. But when you can catch yourself doing that and you can change the flow of the thought, that's very empowering. And so I feel like that's what you're doing. Like, yeah, it's going to creep in there and you're going to go, oh, what about this? What about, and then you're going to go, no, Sag, stop. We're not doing that today. Right? And you find other ways to relax. Like I said, maybe you pick up a new book and you're reading. It's kind of a rest relaxation month of you. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, I had to kind of pull it back to see what it was. Now you have the 8 of Knives, right? In reverse, which tells me you are definitely letting go. I mean, look, this kind of looks a little bit like a devil energy, right? It's like you're letting go of your own devilish thoughts. What I mean by that is, thinking you can't do something, thinking you're not good enough, thinking like, oh my gosh, I gotta get that. Like, again, with the anxiety, right, kind of thing, being anxious, being worried, and you're just kind of letting that go. I feel like for a lot of you, you understand, or you're coming to the conclusion that although these thoughts come in, you have more control over them than you think. Right? And you're just kind of putting that aside. You're like, no, I'm going to be in the flow, very much in the flow with this month. Reevaluating the way you talk to yourself, staying away from other negative talking people, right? Kind of pulling yourself away from everybody. You're going to have a great time this month. And when you do wind up being with the people that you really care about that are positive, you're going to have fun. You're going to laugh. But most of your time, you're going to be like, thanks for the invite. I'm going to stay in tonight, right? Because something's ruminating, right? Ooh, thank you. Don't forget to check out your other placements. It's very important that you watch your moon, your rising, and your Venus, okay? Your moon, your rising, your Venus. Because this is really, really big, what's come out here. You've got the Judgment card with the 4 of Scepters. The Judgment card talks about following a higher purpose, right? It talks about a new beginning, for sure, right? Being resurrected. And I feel that's kind of like what's happening is you're like taking time to meditate, to listen more to your spiritual team, to be in silence so you can hear the call, right? And then this 4 of Scepters, that is the home energy, right? Being very stable, very comfortable, very much at home in your own skin. But you see, she's alone. Normally in the 4 of Wands, it's a couple and they're celebrating, right? But she's alone. And you're okay with that. You're like, I need some alone time because I'm hearing from my higher self, I need to hear that call. I love it. A lot of you are getting more and more into your spirituality, I will tell you. Sag, I'm going to tell you, like this month, yeah, it's a big spiritual month for you. So that's amazing. You should come join us over at Patreon, our Patreon channel. We have a beautiful soul family over there. The link is in the description box. Show me clearly for Sag. Sag, I mean, you're usually so fiery and go, 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 which I love. I mean, I do, but this is like, I'm taking time for me. Very much taking time for me. Yeah, look, the world. Look at all the major arcana there. I love that. Yeah, you're closing out a chapter because you're getting ready to start something bigger and better. Right? You really are. I said in the beginning, some of you might be breaking up with a person, or it doesn't have to be romantic. You might be breaking up with a job or breaking up with a friend because that energy is no longer in your realm. You're like, nope. And this feels freeing to me. This feels very freeing to me. And again, there's a raven or a crow right here. You're definitely getting much more into your spirituality, which is always a beautiful thing, right? So it is a month where you are going to step back. And because you step back and you take care of you, because you don't surround yourself with the negative people, because you're kind of contemplating, you know, where do I want to go? What's next for me? I'm not gonna, well, how do I say that? I'm going to let that information come down from my spiritual team to me. And because you do that, there's a new beginning. I feel like it's closer towards the end of the month, right? The new beginning. I feel like at least halfway through the month, because I feel like you're taking that time. And we need that, right? Right, Sagittarius, we always need that time for self. But this isn't necessarily healing. A lot of times when we withdraw, it's because we're healing. I feel like you are healed. And you're wondering, what's my next big thing? I'm going to throw some things in this pot, right? Because think about it, when you're cooking. Cooking isn't baking. You're not doing an exact science. You're trying things. And I feel like that's what you're doing. Trying a bunch of different things. Where do I want to go, right? And I think it's very beautiful of you to take the time to be in that energy. Show me clearly for Sagittarius, please. Also, Sagittarius, if you are interested, I am available for personal readings in the month of October. So the link is in the description box below if you are interested in a personal reading. This is really calming energy. I feel almost like it's needed. I don't know. You tell me in the comments. Have you been like really busy over the summer? Have you been go, go, go? Because I feel like it's like, ooh, I got to step back. I got to catch my breath, right? Let's see what we have here. Cernonos lead the way. Rejoice and run to where the old gods dwell. That's exactly what you're doing. Going to where the old gods dwell. You're trying to get information. They want to give you information. To the edge of whales, it makes you happy and well. Yes, this, I told you, this brings such peace and joy. And then you are led by spirit. You are going to get the information that you need on which direction to go next. That is beautiful, Sagittarius. Beautiful energy. Don't forget, give it a like, give them that thumbs up. Definitely share and subscribe if you haven't. All of my love, light, and blessings to you, Sagittarius. Until next time.